Hold on.
Was good, yo.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right.
What's going
What's
on,
up,
bro?
buddy? How's it going?
Chilling. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's the hangover?
No hangover. I'm good.
Oh, no, I was talking to myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. I'm still feeling all the emotions and all that stuff from last night because last night was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, man. Um, I wasn't sure what to expect from the event, but it definitely exceeded my expectations as far as like the drama, the excitement, the emotions, the outcomes and everything. It was pretty fucking insane, dude. You know what I mean?
100%. That ending, like all the way down to the way that they closed out the show, they just hit on every point, man. The
Yeah.
kiss, the whole him holding the mask, him celebrating with Los Americanos, everything was perfect. They didn't leave anybody out.
Yeah. Well, we should get started with the mask versus mask, the main event match. We're going to be going over Noches de los Grandes from last night with Soto 619. My name is Edgar from Snug Wrestling. And yeah, Soto and I usually talk about AAA. So the mask versus mask. Um, this kind of felt like a big WrestleMania match, dude.
100%, man. I told you that this was probably going to be like a SummerSlam for AAA.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of the big finish of what was it, WrestleMania 40, kind of with like the Avengers finale or whatever,
Yeah, 100%.
because there was a lot of appearances, a lot of people showed up during this match because it was no DQ, anything goes. They used tables, they used chairs. And yeah, like we kind of expected, the Creed brothers showed up, or what are they called? The
Los Americanos Hermanos.
Los
Dude,
Americanos.
when those two so you know how they were fighting on the ramp, Los
Hmm.
Americanos and Los Americanos Hermanos. I was like, no way, they're about to do exactly what I told Edgar, and fight all the way to the back, and we're about to see the Creed brothers come out. I was so excited because I thought that moment was about to happen, and obviously it didn't go that way, but I got excited for a moment.
Oh, you thought that they were gonna do the Mick Foley thing?
Yeah. I thought they were just gonna wrestle all the way to the back, right? Because now both Los Americanos, teams are just occupied with each other. So now the Creed brothers are completely free. But I guess they didn't fly in to Mexico.
Yeah, I guess not, right? Yeah, so they showed up. Rayo and Bravo showed up, and can't remember. I always forget which one's Rayo and which one's Bravo, but one of them jumped off the balcony, which was also a great moment that the people loved, man. This crowd was fucking hot too, by the way, in Monterrey.
Those international crowds, bro. It doesn't matter where. This is why I love AAA. This is why I love Lucha Libre because the crowds over there are just different, bro. Like you
Yeah,
don't get the same pop over here.
yeah. And yeah, they tied up a lot of loose ends. Like everything that happened in the storyline, everyone that was involved in the storyline between these two Americanos, they all showed up in this match. Pimpinella at one point showed up in this match. Pimpinella Escarlata, who she got a huge pop, man. Like I've never heard a pop that big for Pimpinella ever. That was also a great moment that tied in perfectly in this match.
As soon as I saw the mask, I genuinely didn't know who it was. I was like, who could be standing there in the ring? But
Yeah,
as soon as they ripped off their mask and I was just screaming, Pimpinella,
yeah.
like they're back. Like it was so perfect, bro. It fit in so well. And I'm glad that they didn't leave Pimpi out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, because she's been off TV for a long time, man. And the WWE or AAA or The Undertaker, whoever is booking this thing, they do a good job of like making you forget certain things, and then they tie it all back in, and it's like, oh shit. And then the other cameo, the other appearance that we got was from Andrea Basarte, where she did the gimmick of, oh, I'm allowed to be here. I got a ticket. I'm a paying fan.
Yeah.
That got a huge pop as well.
Yeah. But that wasn't the only one. We also had, I can't remember his name, but he his vision is impaired.
Oh, Ojitos. Ojitos was also there. He was also a part of this storyline a few weeks ago or a month ago. Ojitos, he's like a blind comedian, really famous in Mexico. And he was ringside last night for this match, and he got to whack Chad Gable over the head with his what are they called? His blind stick? I don't know what they're called. What are they
Yeah,
called?
yeah. I mean, I forgot what it's called, but a guiding stick. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a good question by Domain One. So what's next for Ludwig? I don't know who Ludwig is. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know what he has to do with this. Um, but what
I'll
is
tell you,
next for El Grande Americano?
what is next for Grande Americano. Well, he's number one contender right now for Dom's AAA Mega Championship. So realistically, they could drag that out all summer and
Hmm.
just like either terrorize each other. But they could definitely cook something up and hopefully lead all the way to Triple Mania. But they could also do like a 2 or 3 series match between these two guys, where Dom comes out on top on one, and then, El Grande Americano comes back and beats him for the title.
Yeah, I think that's where it's heading to. I think yeah, I was talking to my brother-in-law who doesn't really watch AAA as much as we do, but he keeps up with it here and there. And this was before the show, before Noches de los Grandes, and he even told me they're doing a Grande Americano versus Dom at Triple Mania, right? And I was like, yeah. So even people that don't really watch it all the time, they know where this is heading, and I think that's great booking. It's easy to follow and makes sense. And even like the what are they called? Like the casual fans are they're in it, you know. So I think it's safe to say the Grande Americano is heading for the AAA Mega Championship versus Dominic Mysterio.
That's a safe bet. What do you think is next for Chad Gable now that he's unmasked? I didn't even know this whole time. As soon as he got unmasked, I was like, wow, it's actually him.
Yeah,
Crazy. So
yeah.
yeah, what's next for him?
Chad Gable, well, he just posted something on his social media talking about Monday Night Raw. So he's going to be heading to Raw, and Chad Gable expects a huge pop from the fans in Italy. I believe Raw is going to be in Italy as well.
I think so.
So I'm sure he's going to get a big welcome, or maybe not. I mean, it's not the United States, it's Italy. So I don't know if people are going to be as happy to see Chad Gable return as if they did it here in the States. But I don't know. See, after the match, Chad Gable had a lot of things to say. You know, he did a speech where he's like, yes, it's me. My name is Chad Gable. I'm from Minnesota. I was born this year. I am always going to be the original Americano, but I will be back. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'll be back in AAA. So I think it's safe to say whatever's next for Chad Gable, it's going to be on Monday Night Raw and later down the future in AAA as well.
Dude, you could see how emotional he was right before he gave that speech, and just like the crowd was cheering him on, right? Like this was their moment, bro. This
Hmm.
It was so good. It
Yeah.
was so good, and like he he's been stuck in the mid card for so long, and to have a main event spot in AAA was just phenomenal, bro. He deserves it. And I think what's next for him, real quick, I think he deserves a title run. Regardless of whatever title he goes after, whether that's the US title, IC title, he could pick that up again. We talked about this before. Noche de los Grandes. He could literally go after Penta. And I, as much as I love Penta, would be okay with a Chad Gable run with the title.
Yeah, I think one thing's for sure. I think Chad Gable is going to be a huge baby face. So would he go after Penta? I don't think so. Um, Also the King of the Ring is coming up. Um, we got Money in the Bank coming up. There's a lot of things coming up that Chad Gable can do, but I don't see him going after Penta if he's going to be a huge baby face. Although Penta doesn't really shy away of defending with against other baby faces, Javon Evans, Rey Mysterio is going to happen, you know. But we'll see. But yeah, you're right about how Chad Gable got cheered a lot after the match, and I think the fans cheered him a lot because not only did he accept defeat, Chad Gable was like, "Okay, now you're the only Americano." So, but also the people can appreciate the work that Chad Gable has done in this storyline. I think I texted you before or after the match, and I was like, "This is probably the best storyline in all of WWE right now."
100%.
I mean, some people would argue that it's, the whole thing with Roman Reigns and the bloodline, but that's been going on for years. Some people are tired of it. It's not as exciting and it doesn't have as much like power and emotion like this storyline did in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about
You
that?
I I still can't believe two WWE guys main evented a AAA show. Yes, owned 51% by WWE, but still main evented a AAA show, and neither of them were Mexican.
Yeah.
And I think that they both embrace the culture in different ways,
Hmm.
brought Lucha Libre into their style of wrestling, and they just did a phenomenal job. They, as wrestlers, as performers, um, yeah, bro, I was not let down one bit. They threw everything out there, and the fact that Chad actually got busted open, like you could tell, he was willing to put it all on the line to make sure that we were all gonna walk away happy.
Shout out to Slack out says Undertaker just won Booker of the Year. I've made that comment before, kind of like as a joke, but I think he's up there, bro. Like I know I might get a lot of shit for it, but yeah, this was fucking amazing, man. The match was dope. The match went over like 30 minutes. There was blood here. There was like holy shit moments. There was excitement. I mean, these guys almost ripped each other's masks off during the match, which was kind of scary. He was like, "Oh my god."
I got excited though because as soon as Gable started tearing into Grande Americano's mask, I was like, yes, like we're getting some Halloween Havoc moments with where Eddie ripped Rey Mysterio's mask and many others have done. But that's definitely what it drew me back to.
Yeah. It was crazy to think about. Even from the beginning, they did the big main event walk-in entrances, with the mariachi. You can see them walk into the ring on the Titantron. The mariachi's playing. Then they come out to the big pop. So it had a big main event feel. And the whole time I was watching the entrances, I was thinking what you were saying. Basically, like it's crazy how these two guys who we know they're not Mexican, they're wearing luchador masks and they're both over in their own way, and how the people have accepted them. I'm just thinking like if I was watching this with someone who doesn't watch wrestling and I was explaining the situation to them, it's just insane. Like how everything just happened organically and how this story came together. It's like it's incredible the way that everything just fell into place to create this one big main event match, and the people were just eating it up, bro, nonstop, bro. Some people are already saying this is match of the year. Is
I'm
that
not
safe to say?
disagreeing. So far for the last, well, pretty much 6 months into the year already, we're already halfway through. This was definitely my top match, 100%.
Yeah, we got a couple more comments. Richie the Grim, thank you for the follow. Slackout says as soon as Gable popped off, and also Rich the Grim says El Grande needs a AAA World Title ASAP. Yeah, I think that's where it's heading. Hopefully in Triple Mania, which by the way, actually we'll talk about the rest of the show here in a bit.
I got one thing before we get on to the next topic though.
Yeah,
We still have the identities of Los Americanos and Los Americanos Hermanos. For a second, I almost thought Los Americanos Hermanos were going to be unmasked with, Chad Gable. But do you think we could see a mass versus mass tag team match
no,
between Los Americanos?
no,
Why not?
don't need to, dude. You can't top that off.
We don't have to
It'll
top
just,
it.
it'll just, it's just no, dude.
I
It'll
could see
just
them
water
do that
down. Yeah,
on Raw. They're going to end up doing that on Raw.
I God no, I hope not. No, I don't know, man. See, that's another reason why if you wanted to have the Creed brothers with Chad Gable, you didn't have to put mask on them. You could have just done it with the Creed brothers. So now what? Now the if they do an angle to unmask the Creed brothers, no one's gonna care, bro. It's not. We already know it's them. Like what? They can't really do anything to make people care about. Oh, let's unmask the guys that we already know. It's them. I don't think so, bro. I don't need to see that. But then again, if they just show up without mask, then it's also like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. The whole thing is stupid, bro. The whole thing is stupid. Like it was cool with Rayo and Bravo at first. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah,
But now they just overdid it with the Creed brothers, and I don't need to see that, bro. But we'll see what they do with them.
for
Ho-
sure.
Hopefully they stay with Chad Gable. Honestly, I can just see them being like, oh hey, we're back. The Creed brothers are back. Oh yeah, I've been hearing about these Americano guys wearing masks, but we have we're not gonna see them again or some stupid, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not for this topic. Not right now. We have 3 more matches to cover
Yeah,
though.
yeah. I think that pretty much sums up this mask versus mask. Man, I can't get over that big pop, man. After Americano got the pin, he hit his finisher, the flying headbutt, and I think we all wanted to see him win, right? Everyone wanted to see him win. Everyone expected him to win. But the way that they did this match, the people pop huge for it, man. It was an incredible pop. Everyone in that arena was on their feet, throwing babies in the air, going crazy after that pin. And that's just great wrestling, dude. It was amazing. It was lovely. What did you think about that reaction after he got the pin?
Bro, I'm telling you, this was my novella. That's
Hmm.
the best way to say it. I already said they covered every point. As soon as it happened, everybody was celebrating, all the cheers. You had all both sides coming into the ring, especially Chad Gable's family,
Yeah.
hitting on all the emotions, the emotional speech, him holding the mask up right after, him giving the kiss to Andrea right after. Man, they just hitting you right in the heart every single time just to close us out. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Shout out to Gabriel Aguilar and Ann 600. Thank you guys for the follow. Be sure to double tap the screen. We're talking about AAA Noche de los Grandes from last night. I do have one more thing I got to say about this.
Go ahead.
Rey Mysterio proving again that he's a corrupt general manager.
I don't understand how.
Bro, Rey Mysterio is gonna turn heel, bro, as a general manager. I'm already picking up heelish vibes from Rey Mysterio, dude.
Tell me what he do.
What do you mean? Did you not see? Okay, during the weigh-in when they were doing the introductions, right? The who we now know is Chad Gable cracks El Grande Americano over the head with the guitar before the bell, and Rey Mysterio sees El Grande Americano laid out on the floor, and he says, "Ring the bell." While El
I didn't
Grande
even pick that
Americano,
up.
bro, El Grande Americano was knocked out, and Rey Mysterio says, "Oh, he's all right. Ring the bell." Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, are you helping Chad Gable now, or what the fuck? I'm
I
like,
mean, I
bro. I'm
mean,
telling you, Rey Mysterio is a corrupt general manager, and he's a terrible father. No, that shit pissed me off, bro. Like,
that's what you meant when you texted me.
did I say that to you?
Yeah, you
Oh
texted me
yeah,
saying
man.
Rey Mysterio is a. I
I
forgot what
was
you said.
pissed off, dog. I'm like, this fool cracked him with the guitar before the bell. And Ray is like, it's all right. Just ring the bell. Go. And then Chad Gable gets on top of Americano. And I'm like, what? That's bullshit. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. I don't
I
like
mean,
it. I don't like it.
I don't know because he made Laredo Kid defend the cruiserweight title again.
Yeah, that's true too. But
It's not very much of a heel.
mm, you're right. You're right. He did do that, but I'm seeing more heelish stuff than anything else.
All right, it was only night 2 of being general manager, so
Yeah, night
you
two,
got to give him a little bit more slack.
night two, and he's already fucking up. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I thought that was weird how they did that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it did just add more excitement to the match because automatically I was pissed off. Automatically I had heat. I was like, oh hell no! What the fuck? Get him! So it was fun.
I'm
But
just
yeah,
glad
man.
that they had Rey Mysterio back on commentary.
Oh, was he? I watched it in Spanish, so I don't know.
He was pulling double duty. He was pulling. Oh, since you watched it in Spanish, there was a moment I should have clipped it. I still can. Um, when Andrea came out,
Hmm.
JBL on commentary was like, "I heard that she was having issues with someone in an elevator,"
Oh
and I
wow,
was dying laughing, bro. I need to send that to you or clip that or something because I was dying laughing at that.
damn JBL man, that was a goat. Shout out to Chappie. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's all I had for this match, this mass versus match. If you haven't watched it, you got to go watch it and tell us what you think. Hit us up on our socials, on the comments, and let us know what you guys thought about it. But do you have the card pulled up for the rest of the matches? Because I don't.
I can remember them, so I know
All
that
right.
the cruiserweight title. I mean, we're already talking about it a little bit. It
Yeah.
was Rey Fenix versus the cruiserweight champion Laredo Kid. This was their third go around. First time was a non-title match. Second time was a title match where Laredo Kid picked up the victory last weekend by giving Rey Fenix a low blow, and then this time he went for a low blow twice. First
Yeah.
time Rey Fenix stopped him, and the second time I believe he kicked him
I
for
don't
a
even
low blow.
remember. I don't even
Okay.
remember. I was in and out of this match, not because like I didn't care about it or I think it was good, but I kind of had a feeling how it was gonna go, and I just wanted to see the main event. So I was like, okay. But they did a lot of good shit. Laredo Kid and Rey Fenix did a lot of good shit that kind of tied to their last match with the low blow. They told that story into this match. Laredo Kid got away with it the first time. He was trying to do it again in this match, but Rey Fenix ain't no dummy. He's like, that's not going to work on me again. And it worked against them. Rey Fenix outsmarted Laredo Kid after a crazy, insane, high flying match because it's Rey Fenix, it's Laredo Kid. And it was a great way to open up the show, but we got a new champion. Rey Fenix is the new AAA, what is it, Cruiserweight Championship is what it's called.
Yeah, I was happy about that. We both. Oh, actually, that's not true. I said Ray Phoenix was gonna win, and oh wait, hold on.
No,
Yes,
we both had Rey
We both said Ray
Fenix.
Phoenix. You're right.
We
Yeah,
both
yeah.
had Rey Fenix. Yeah,
So far, we're two.
two and
We got the
two.
same 2 and 2. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, it made perfect sense. The leading up to this, like you said, this is their third match because Rey Fenix got cheated in his last match. I think it makes sense. It was only right for him to win the third one.
for sure. I think this is definitely gonna push Laredo Kid now that he's free from the cruiserweight title. He can go chase the Latin American Championship, maybe even the Mega Championship, or potentially show up on Raw and SmackDown or NXT. He's showing that he has the in-ring capabilities. I'm not sure about his mic work, especially in English, for the English-speaking crowd, but he definitely has it in the ring,
I mean, I like Laredo Kid as a heel. It gives him more personality. It gives him more attitude, and he's more interesting. I feel like that way, kind of like the same thing that happened with Hijo del Vikingo, which we'll get into in a bit. He turned heel, and he's more entertaining. I feel like some people are just better natural heels than baby faces.
I also feel like I've heard from a lot of wrestlers that it's just easier to be a heel, right? It's easier to be a dick than it is to be nice and to get over with the crowd that way.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've heard that before because when they're a babyface or when you're a babyface, you kind of have to be more careful of what you say, so you don't come off the wrong way or say something that the people won't like. as opposed to being a heel, you can say whatever the fuck you want, and people, if they like it or don't, fuck them. It doesn't matter, right?
This is why you're the heel in this partnership that we have.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care, bro. I mean, no matter what I say, like, it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Sometimes, like, I don't know. People like we get a lot of comments are like, "Oh, you're so negative all the time." And then I say something nice about a wrestler and they're like, "Oh, you're such a dick rider." I'm like, "Okay, fuck y'all then." But it's cool, bro. I love all the comments, good and positive.
Good and positive, but not the bad
I
ones.
mean, good and negative, my
I
bad.
got you. I got you.
Thanks for the correction.
So yeah, we both got Rey Fenix right. What do you think is next for Rey Fenix now that he's the cruiserweight champion? Obviously, it's not a main like WWE Raw SmackDown title, and he's already held this title once before. So, what is next for Rey Fenix?
Well, he's a champion in AAA now, so we're gonna have to see him in AAA more. Hopefully, as a fighting champion, and hopefully we see more matches coming up for him. Triple Mania's coming up. I think there was some question about could we see Penta defend versus Rey Fenix at Triple Mania, but now since they're both champions, I think they're better off teaming up together. So hopefully we finally get to see that. Ever since this partnership or this merger with WWE and AAA, we haven't seen the Lucha Bros together. We got a quick question here. This is a little sidebar from Saha. Do you see Zilla showing up today, Soto?
That's even if the match happens, bro. I don't know what's going on with Jacob Fatu. Nothing has been, set in stone. We could potentially get this match completely scrapped. So if this match happens,
I read something
maybe,
that he might have injured himself or something like that.
yeah, if this match happens, then maybe. And at the same time, Fatu's also on probation until I believe mid to end of July. And that's why he didn't show up to the Tijuana show that I went to like 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
So if he couldn't go to Mexico, I don't know if he could make it to Italy. You know what I
Yeah, that
mean?
makes sense. Yeah, they might have him like as a flight risk or something like that.
I
Yeah,
have no idea, but that was his reason 2 weeks ago for not going to Mexico. So it just makes sense. I don't think
it's
he's gonna
not
show up.
likely. It's not likely. Yeah, man. That's a crazy topic. Like a lot of people have been saying that they want to see Zillify 2 show up, but I don't know, man. I don't at this point I don't even know if that's ever going to happen. If he does show up, I think he's going to have to go through NXT. I don't know if they're going to send him straight to the main roster.
That was the other thing. Chuck said Journey Fatu, which is Jacob's brother. It
Mhm.
right? That makes sense. It could be him. But I don't know if this match is gonna happen, bro. And I don't want to see a half-ass match
Yeah.
where we already know Jacob Fatu is injured and they're just like, well, let's just squash him. You know what I mean? Or I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah. Well, let's get back to AAA.
know.
What were you saying again?
What was next for Rey Fenix? We were talking about what's next. You were talking about the Lucha Bros,
Yeah.
and I think didn't they already announce that they would come together for Triple Mania? That was already like made official, set in stone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen next with Ray Phoenix. Hopefully, we see him a lot more on these AAA shows and a lot more on SmackDown. I'm thinking they will, especially if Triple Mania is going to be coming up. I can see more AAA matches in the main roster to help promote Triple Mania.
You know, what I just thought of. I know we're not done with the card. WWE superstars have pretty much every AAA title currently.
That's an interesting thought. We got Ray Phoenix. We got the tag team titles. Well,
We
Hijo
got
del Vikingo.
one half of the mixed tag team titles.
Yeah, Hijo del Vikingo. I mean, we can say he's technically a WWE
I'm
talent.
gonna still say he's AAA.
Okay. And then we got Dom. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
There's only 3 titles that are currently being held by AAA talent, full
Hmm.
on AAA talent, which is El Hijo del Vikingo, which we'll talk about next. Um, Mr. Iguana holding one half of the mixed tag team titles, and then Lady Flammer.
Hmm. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it works, man. I think the AAA talent would be happy about that because it gives them more exposure. It gives them more eyes, on the product. That was one of the questions that I had for Mecca during our interview, but I was too chicken shit to ask because I'm like, how do the wrestlers? I think I did kind of ask him. I was like, how do the wrestlers feel about having all these WWE people in AAA? He had nothing but good things to say about it. I mean, he's like, yeah, everyone, they're all learning from these WWE people, so it's great. It's only, they can only gain from having these WWE talents in AAA, right?
100%. And now you're just one more foot away from actually being on the main roster.
Does AAA have trios titles?
Not that I know of.
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, not that I've seen and not that I know of. Uh,
Dave on the comment says you forgot the trios titles. I don't think that's a thing in AAA, but
yeah, like I said, I haven't seen anything, and yeah.
yeah. Um, Psycho Circus are the champs. Does Psycho Circus have titles?
Well, we can talk about that now, unless you want to talk about Vikingo first. It's up
Whatever.
to you,
You're leading this thing today, not me.
for sure. We can talk about it now. You brought it up. It was Pagano and Psycho Clown versus the War Raiders, and the quick rundown: the War Raiders are the new tag team champions. I got excited because one, I picked the War Raiders to win, so I got one over Snug on that one, and two, I was waiting for this turn to finally happen, and it finally happened.
Did it though?
It did.
Okay.
It's exactly, not exactly, but it's pretty much what Sammy did this past Friday on SmackDown, where he just turned his back on, on
Right.
Cody and walked away. It's
Right.
almost the exact same thing that Pagano did,
Yeah.
but there's a lot more tension because these guys were pushing and shoving each other, and yeah,
Shout
they're
out to
definitely not together anymore.
shout out to Dom says hi. What up, Dom? Yeah, I should have went with my gut on this one. I had a feeling the War Raiders were gonna win because of everything that's been happening with Psycho Clown and Pagano, right? I'm like the drama that's happening between them, it's gonna come into play in the match and cost them the match, and it basically did. But I was hopeful for our boy Psycho Clown, who's our friend of our show, and I was rooting for him all the way because
He messaged me last night, by the
I'm a
way.
loyal fan. Oh, what do you say?
I was just messaging him about the match, and then he just said thank you, and
Yeah.
he was liking my videos and stuff.
Yeah. So that's why I was cheering for him. But he let us down, bro. He let us down.
No, 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 no. I was ecstatic. You know what I mean? Like, I like the changes and I like the feuds. And bro, Pagano and Psycho Clown wrestling before the acquisition with WWE is phenomenal. So I cannot wait for WWE audiences and eyes to see that. These two go at it.
Well, he let me down because I got one wrong in my predictions, unfortunately.
That's okay because on the next one you didn't. But anything else you want to say about this tag team match?
Tribal Chief says, "What do you think about the AAA match last night?" We're talking about it. I mean, that we opened up with that match already. We went over it in detail, in depth. If you missed it, this audio will be out on Apple and Spotify and YouTube later on today. So if you haven't been with us for the entire live tonight, you can catch the show, the entire thing later on. But thank you for your question. No, the tag team match, it was fine. It was, the War Raiders won, and at the end, Pagano and Psycho Clown had a little argument, which led to the War Raiders attacking Psycho Clown from behind and Pagano just walking away. He just left. So the story continues between Pagano and Psycho Clown. So we'll see what happens with that.
I mean, it was. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Mhm.
it. I'm glad that he walked away, and I'm glad that they're gonna build this thing up because this is gonna go all summer. Pagano
Mhm.
is gonna go after the entire Psycho Circus. I can't talk. The entire Psycho Circus,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be a fun summer between these two.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to it. Don't
Yeah.
let me down, Psycho Clown again.
um. All right. The last one that was aired, at least, we can talk about the fifth one later if you want to. But the last one that was aired was El Hijo del Vikingo, your favorite, versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. And some predictions that we both made actually came through. Um, Mini Vikingo showed up, which we've both talked to and interviewed, and he's a great, great buddy of ours.
Hmm.
That made me happy. It was a quick appearance. He just drop kicked him and then he rolled out the ring
Yeah.
and he took off. I was kind of hoping for more, but I guess they were cut for time or something.
I want to hear you say, I was wrong and you were right, Edgar.
No, because you didn't say that about the
I
other
said we
thing.
were going to get a new champion, and you said
Yeah,
no. You
I
said
I really didn't
that,
think he was gonna win.
yeah. Go ahead. I'll
Yeah,
wait.
no, because you didn't say that about the tag team match.
No, did say that. I said the War Raiders were going to win, but I'm biased, and Psycho Clown is our guy, so we have to cheer for him. And I was wrong. He let us down. But this one, pretty sure I had Hijo del Vikingo, and you had good old
Dr. Wagner
Dr. Wagner
Jr.
Jr. So,
I
hey,
did.
all right, there
I
it
did.
is.
So
See,
so we're even
it
now.
wasn't, yeah, we're even. See, it wasn't that hard to admit. I mean,
but there's an outlier. There's match number 5, which is happening next week, or at least airing next week. I haven't seen any spoilers on that one, so I'm curious to see who comes out on top.
yeah, we'll see. Are you talking about the women's six women tag team
Yeah,
match?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we'll see about that. But
That's the tiebreaker right there. Unless, wait, yeah, that is the tiebreaker because you went for the heels and I went for
I
the
got Las
baby faces.
Toxicas. Yes, I got Las
So
Toxicas. So, um, yeah, for now it's even. But yeah, another great match. Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Hijo del Vikingo. Had all of the run-ins that we predicted, which was Omas and Hijo del Vikingo's manager and Mini Vikingo, which, yeah, Mini Vikingo showed up. He did a drop kick and he completely disappeared. Like, he was just gone. And I was like, what? Did he get taken out? What happened? Like, that's it. He just showed up, did one drop kick, and gone. I'm like, what? That didn't make sense. But
it does because he's got to do it quick while the referee's not looking. So, it's not like a no DQ match.
right, but Omas he interfered like 3 times during that match, and he's like 5 times bigger than Mini Vikingo and a lot slower. Mini Vikingo's fucking fast. He's little, like smaller, but he does one drop kick, he disappears, and that's not good enough for Dr. Wagner Jr. because Mini Vikingo ends up winning anyway. So it's like,
El Hijo del Vikingo.
yeah, el hijo del vikingo. It's just so many hijos, and a lot of these people have the same goddamn names. But yeah,
Yeah. I was surprised to be honest, especially because once I saw Mini Vikingo, I was like, "That's it, it's over. He's about to, retain this title." And the fact that he kicked out, I was like, "No way!" And then Omos came in. I'm surprised Galeno didn't get involved a little bit more, taking out Omos. But yeah, they're
yeah,
definitely gonna build up for that match, Galeno versus Omos, which I think is perfect. Two big guys going against each other.
yeah. We'll see, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about that guy that came out to attack Tomas.
That's his brother. That's El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.'s brother.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so they're the
Oh,
Wagner brothers.
well, the announcers didn't do a very good job of explaining who that guy was, so I don't know.
Maybe you should watch it in English and then you'll have more
No,
background.
no, I'm not doing that.
Just rewatch the show, bro. Just watch it in English now.
I will. I refuse. Okay. AAA is meant to be enjoyed and watched in Spanish with the Spanish announcers, the way that Lucha Libre should be since day one. And I
That's like
refuse.
that's like soccer, right? I mean, I don't watch soccer, but I know that people say that they'd
Yeah,
rather watch it in Spanish than
I
in
don't
English.
watch soccer in English. That shit is whack. I don't want to listen to Corey Graves tell me about Mexican wrestling. I don't know. I'm not doing
But
that.
listening to JBL talk about it is funny.
Yeah, JBL's cool, but no, I gotta. Nah, bro. The way that Lucha Libre is intended to be enjoyed is with the Spanish announcers, and that's it. And if you don't, then you need to learn to enjoy it in Spanish. How about
It's all right. I
that?
watch it in English for my English speaking people.
Yeah, not me. But yeah, I just think it's funny that Corey Graves, he's like he thinks he's the voice of Lucha Libre AAA, which I guess he is for the English listeners. But it's just so cheesy to me when he's like trying to say all these Lucha Libre move names and stuff like that. I'm just like, ugh, bro, shut up. But
At least he's trying. Got to give him some props for trying.
no,
You
no.
know his brother speaks really good Spanish.
Oh yeah, I bet. Well, maybe they should put him as the announcer and get Corey Graves out of there.
It's a different voice, different feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm not as big as a Corey Graves fan like most people. Let's just leave it at that before I
It's all
get
good.
myself into trouble.
It's all good. There was a fifth match that did happen that still hasn't aired. Won't air until next week. Do you want to talk about those two matches that again haven't aired but will be happening next week?
I mean, we talked about the 6-woman tag team match. I don't know the results. I didn't watch it. And what
Neither did
was the
I.
other match?
There's a fatal five-way match, um, which we both saw the biggest thing that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to say it, but
Yeah, we can talk about that. That was a
I just
crazy.
saw a quick clip on it, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I just saw the quick clip of it too. Octagon Jr. got stretchered out during the match, I believe. I'm not sure if he finished the match. Again, I just saw the clip and I saw him being stretchered out, but he was supposed to take what it looked like. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a superplex or a DDT, or I think it was supposed to be a tornado DDT from the top rope. But there was some confusion there where Octagon Jr. ended up like diving head first instead of like going like flipping over. When you take the tornado DDT, usually the guy taking it rotates, does the flip, and kind of lands like on the back of their neck instead of flat on their head. But Octagon Jr. didn't flip over and he just landed like straight head first on that DDT.
Yeah,
And it looked like he was knocked out and he did not get up after that. It was a scary moment, but I'm just so shocked and surprised how, especially someone as talented as Octagon Jr., who does a lot of crazy flips and impressive moves, that a tornado DDT would go wrong in that way.
yeah,
It should be something that I feel like they have already like mastered, like they practice it a lot. I mean, a DDT is a simple move, I feel like, especially for them, for luchadors. So I don't know what happened, man. It was crazy.
well, hopefully we get some more answers when we watch it next week.
If
But
we watch it, I don't know if you
well,
think they'll play it, they'll air
I
it.
think so too. I think with Mexico they don't really like restrict a whole lot,
Hmm.
and they'll let it play out. Plus, how you can explain him just not being in the ring at
Right,
all?
right.
So I think they'll let it play out. But yeah, I don't want to see any spoilers on who won because I want to. We didn't even talk about this match because it was added last minute. But it's a fatal five-way between two LWO members. So Cruz, and damn it, I'm trying to remember everybody. Mini Vikingo, Laredo Kid, Octagon Jr., and Joaquin Wild.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a fatal five way. What is this for?
I have no idea, but I can only guess that it could be maybe a number one contender spot towards the cruiserweight title.
Yeah.
Now that Rey Fenix is the new champion,
Yeah.
maybe they're trying to find the next competitor for him, but it could just be for nothing at the same time.
Yeah. That makes sense. Um, I don't even know if I want to watch this match, to be honest.
I mean, I think it's interesting because they have two LWO members against each other.
Yeah.
That is interesting for me.
I would probably watch it just to see what Mini Vikingo does because he's a cool guy and another friend of the show. So, but I don't want to watch the that scary moment. That shit freaks me out. I hate watching shit like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the LWO guys facing each other. Yeah. Um, so we have that match, the six women tag team match. Do we know the third match on the card yet?
I I could be wrong, but I think they announced that Rey Mysterio was going to make an announcement or do something. But I could be wrong.
Oh boy.
Maybe that was last night where they were saying, "Oh, Rey Mysterio's going to come to the ring" or something. I could be wrong again. I don't know if Rey's going to have an announcement for next week.
That's true. So before the mask versus match, Rey Mysterio came out
Hmm.
and I don't know because I wasn't watching this live, but did Rey Mysterio say anything before the match? Because it looked like he just came out and then the match started and he was just out there for it.
Yeah, I think he was just there for the
I,
big match,
I think
but
the
he was already
announce
there on commentary.
okay. So I think they might have recorded the announcement during commercial break before the match and then they're just gonna air it next week,
That's actually smart. That I could see that.
right?
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Well, the one last thing that came out of this Noches de los Grandes Night One event in Monterrey was the announcement that Las Vegas is going to be the place for Night One for AAA. And I was hearing rumors that it was going to be in Las Vegas. I heard a couple of people talk about it, but yeah, it's confirmed. September 11th in Las Vegas, and then September 13th in Mexico City. What did you think about that announcement, Soto?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the potentials of it being here in the US. They were trying to get it to work out. It made sense because they also announced the WWE tour in Mexico City on those exact same dates. So they already rented out, that arena for that date, assuming that, the 11th wasn't going to work out
Mm.
in the US.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of my buddies who are interested in going to the AAA show, and we were kind of going back and forth debating on which night or which day to go. Should we go to Vegas? Should we go to Mexico City? And I think we're landing to go to Mexico City because unlike most people, Soto, I can't afford to go both days. So I think I'm gonna go with Mexico City. I think it might even be cheaper going to Mexico City than Vegas because Vegas is everything is so goddamn expensive. Um, so we'll see, man. I think we're better off going to Mexico City for this one. Night two, and usually night two ends up being like the bigger show anyway, right?
Typically, we'll see. We'll see how it looks. Maybe even Raw that coming Monday since it's in the same arena
What do you
as
mean
well.
in Mexico City?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
like do that and Raw.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Maybe though.
Different crowd, different atmosphere.
Yeah, it's gonna be more lit. I mean, it's been. I think I saw a video Dom posted that said it's been over a decade since Raw and SmackDown has been in Mexico, so I'm sure the people are gonna be crazy hyped about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we'll definitely
but
plan it
yeah,
out, but I want to try to go to both.
yeah, that's what's up. Well,
We'll
yeah, we'll
see.
see what happens with that. But yeah, that's what happened last night in AAA, Noche de los Grandes, Soto. Anything else?
No, man. Such a great show overall, such a great main event. Just one of the best shows in a while.
Yeah, man, and Triple Mania's coming up. Let's see if they can top it. I'm sure they can. I'm sure they will. So AAA is firing up, bro. It's exciting, man. I'm pumped for AAA every week now.
That's why I got my AAA title, because I just love this. I love Lucha Libre. I love the crowds. It's a lot more fun, and they put on such a great show that I'm looking forward to the next one.
Shout out to Broken Wolf. Thank you for the follow. And also, Jess Sorrell says, hi from Australia. Clash in Italy is 2 a.m. for me. Clash in Italy is at 11 a.m. for us Pacific, and it's 2 p.m. Eastern time. So it's about to start in about 30 minutes here. So we're going to get ready to watch that.
For
But
sure.
yeah.
We'll jump off right now since it starts in, 35 minutes. But I'm Soto619. This is Edgar from Snug Wrestling. Make sure to follow him and myself as well.
Yep. Do that. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Perfect, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Peace.